So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ibaka at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Now here's Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Kevin Durant again last season, far and away the leader in points per game. Clark his 4th time with that distinction.
And Kevin, you know with your study of the game and its history, only 5 players in NBA history have done it.
Thompson.
If you're talking total points over a season, he's led the league in that category 5 straight times.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
So here's Westbrook. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. Westbrook dishes to Durant. No good from outside.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Now here's Curry. Lee, a screen on Durant. Curry passes to Lee. And here's Iguodala outside. Westbrook pulls it in. Bogut, that's good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Inside to Perkins. Stolen by Thompson. He dishes it to Bogut. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Perkins, the pass to Westbrook. From the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry dishes to Lee. Ring shot on the way. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Westbrook, here we go. Jackson setting the pick here for Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing from 17 feet out. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Durant's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Lee, and there's the shot to finish it off. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with it on that jam.
I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Count that one.
But you got to love his determination on the glass, coming out of the gate strong.
Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now here's Westbrook. Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. Curry with some nice D.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Kicks to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside for Durant. A 3-pointer is right on target.
For 3.
Durant's got 7 points in the game. The Warriors trail. Thompson outside. Lee, a screen on Durant. Here's Thompson. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. There's the 3. And that one's good.
3 points.
10 points for him.
Kevin
He's just been
Durant.
the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Here's Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the pass to Lee. Thompson in the corner. Wide open look. And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket. Well, you always talk about what an incredible home court advantage it is for the Warriors here at Oracle. That is not going to change anytime soon. This team is on another level in front of this crowd.
Curry against Westbrook. Lee, a screen on Westbrook. And there's the feed to Iguodala. Bogut down low, covered by Perkins. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession.
Still Warriors ball.
No matter the score
6 seconds on the
in
shot
this
clock.
building, Clark, the Warriors are always a danger to either come back in a game or explode for a big lead.
Kevin, because of their ability to knock down the three-point shot, they're never out of a game, and they can really explode and get away from teams. I don't know if there's a team that has that kind of firepower in the league from the three-point line.
And that one's good.
Russell
Westbrook.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the
Golden
open
State
floor.
foul call.
To counteract
Klay
that,
Thompson.
they'll try to make sure they get back on defense
That's
in a
his
hurry
first
and
personal
limit his
foul.
chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
At the
You know,
line
Kevin
for
Durant has
another.
really worked hard
Kevin
on his ball
Durant.
handling and passing.
2
And
shots.
it's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
And Durant actually played point guard in high school his freshman year, but a 5-inch growth spurt his sophomore year took him from 6'3" to 6'8" and moved him from guard to forward.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And when Durant played in Seattle, he played shooting guard. Steve in Oklahoma City, they put him at small forward.
Well, it's a more natural position for him, and you know he's worked hard to kind of lower his shoulders when he's dribbling in traffic, trying to find angles that he couldn't get to before, and he's cut down his turnovers. But when he gets to his spot, you know, kind of at the elbows or in the paint, he rises up and he just shoots over the top of everybody.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Warriors trail by 6. Curry with it. Lee, a screen on Westbrook. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When he came off that screen, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Jackson, that's good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time. Now, force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Freed up, nice work off the pick. And that's now 6 points for David Lee.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Durant sets a screen for Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
You really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And the shot is good.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got 14 points for the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Here's Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Again, the Thunder
Russell
score.
Westbrook.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Over in the corner, Lee. On the wing, Thompson. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Left side, Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. The Warriors shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Pass to Lee. Off the pick. And he gets the bucket. Lee's got 8 points.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jackson. And here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Adams down low. Spates on him. Morrow the pass to Westbrook. Dishes it to Morrow. Pass to Collison. It's Durant on the wing. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. No luck. The Warriors go the other way. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company.
Shaun Livingston.
Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land.
Steven Adams.
But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Here is Livingston. The Thunder making the shot. The drive by Green feeds it to Livingston. The dish now to Barnes. Here's Spates. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Thunder foul call. Steven Adams. First personal foul, teams first.
And let's get your take,
At the
guys,
line
on the
for the
scoring
Warriors,
breakdown for Oklahoma City.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there. Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him. And that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
Here is Livingston, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Spates with a screen on Collison. Green, no luck.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Adams dishes to Durant. Pulls up on the wing. Adams' shot is off. And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title.
He declared for the draft in 2008. He was taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. You know, he could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Collison's got his first points of the game.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Livingston kicks to Barnes. Pass to Rush. Barnes against Durant. Over in the corner, Green. Again, the miss by Green. The Thunder leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morrow. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Adams. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his third rebound tonight. Barnes passes to Livingston. Launches it. And he gets it to go. Livingston's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive boards.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
The Warriors shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. So for Oklahoma City right now, backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Nick Collison out there with Steven Adams. And it's Morrow in at the small forward position. Here's Rush, 6 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by Collison. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant, the reigning league MVP, and his coach can't say enough about him. Scott Brooks said, whatever you say nice, you can print it out, and I'll just say I said it, because it's true. He's as coachable as any player I've ever been around in this league, as a player and as a coach. Guys, Durant is simply a coach's dream.
He sets the tone with his work ethic and dedication to his teammates, Doris. Thanks. And here are the Warriors now. The Thunder making the shot, and the shot is good.
Livingston.
Livingston's got 7 points in the game. The Thunder shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Westbrook dishes to Adams. And he bangs it home with one hand. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here's Barnes, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Green, rejected by Collison, and they get it back. The Thunder with the lead. And Westbrook, here we go. Lets it go. And it's Speights with the rebound. Speights has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. To the inside. And stolen by Speights. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes with the ball. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Speights, the pass to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. And blocked. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Here's Morrow. Covered by Barnes. Morrow dishes to Lamb. Outside Westbrook. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Livingston kicks to Green. He feeds it to Livingston. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Livingston.
Livingston's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Lamb kicks to Adams. Here's the screen. Adams right side. Back to Westbrook. Shot from the top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Livingston passes to Green. Barnes sets a screen for Green. Speights sets a screen. It's taken away by Collison. 4-on-3 break. Here's Westbrook. Another shot, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Livingston dishes to Spates to the wing on the left. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Puts up the baby hook.
Oklahoma City foul
Well, when
call.
Harrison Barnes first
Anthony
stepped onto the
Moore.
scene, it was in the middle
That's
of the
his
Warriors'
first personal
2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time
At the line for
wasn't
your
there.
Warriors.
This is his first free
Harrison
throw
Barnes.
of the game.
2 shots.
And that one misses. Different look here for the Warriors. Lee's checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Thunder, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Adams. Perry Jones comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Jackson in for Russell Westbrook. And the second free throw, good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jackson kicks to Jones. Jones with the screen on Thompson. Lamb passes to Jones. He dishes it to Lamb. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. That's good.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got 6 points.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch four and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Lee kicks to Curry. Back to Lee. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. Curry against Jones. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him. So he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And, you know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get on.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Barnes. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Perkins, he's checked in for Nick Collison. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And for Curry improving his driving
Jeremy
ability. He
Lamb.
already had the handles, but
The
he's trying
assist,
to work on his
Perry
strength to
Jones.
ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident.
That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Now Lamb. Now here's Perkins. He kicks it to Lamb. 5 on the clock. Again, the Thunder
Jeremy
score.
Lamb.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has
Oklahoma
not
City.
held true.
19 seconds on the shot clock. 19.
The Thunder leading by 3. Jackson, a screen on Thompson. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by
Golden
Thompson.
State foul call.
Reggie Jackson is really strong
That's
and
his first
athletic,
personal
excellent
foul.
driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
And
Shooting
Jackson,
for
a good
Oklahoma City.
three-point shooter at Boston College.
Reggie Jackson.
But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts, so he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard. Well, the Thunder with an athletic guard rotation between Russell Westbrook and Reggie Jackson. Jackson, of course, not the level of Westbrook, but he brings some similar things to the table as far as size, athleticism, scoring, and rebounding.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
Stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
And Jackson, the former 24th pick overall, caught back in 2011 out of BC, rounding into a quality NBA player and score one more for the Thunder's front office.
Well, Oklahoma City seems to like that athletic player with size, toughness, and athleticism. And you know what? Jackson fits that mold.
Perkins with the bucket.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Thompson for the triple. And another three for Golden State.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
They've worked the ball around very well, and I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
Durant's
Kevin
checked in
Durant.
for Perkins. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Bogut. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bogut's got his second basket of the game.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but a solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
Here's Curry, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Curry passes to Iguodala. From the stripe, and the jumper is on the mark. Iguodala's got 11 points.
Now, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Over in the corner, Lamb fires it up. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Assist
6 points for Lamb.
Reggie
And
Jackson.
he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Thompson outside. The pass to Bogut. Takes it off the glass. Bogut's got 4 points this quarter. The Thunder with the lead. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Left side Durant. That's good.
Kevin
He is
Durant.
setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Thompson outside. Bogut with a screen on Durant. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good. That would have tied it.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Lamb. Another shot. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry passes to Thompson. Bogut sets a screen for Lee. It's Curry outside. And another shot. Lee outside. That will count. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Thunder lead by 3. And a chance now.
Yes, Kevin.
Ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Westbrook. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Here's Jackson. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now. And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework.
What a huge play.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
They grabbed their own miss.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Screen by Lee. The drive by Iguodala. It's good.
Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala's got 15 points.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Iguodala setting the pick for Lee. Off the screen, and Iguodala with the layup. Iguodala's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Perkins dishes to Durant. And there's another one for the Thunder.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry passes to Lee. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that one's good. Durant.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. On the wing, it's Iguodala. There's the triple, and he gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 9 points now in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Time called here. The Thunder decides to talk it over.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
Ibaka dishes to Durant, and Durant gets double-teamed. Outside Jackson, 4 on the clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own. It's no good. And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Man, one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Curry with it. He's got 10. Kicks to Iguodala. The feed now to Thompson. Westbrook against Curry. And that's good for 2. Curry's got 12. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Ibaka with a screen on Iguodala. And that one's good. Durant.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Here's Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And Durant gets double-teamed. Jackson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Clock at 6. It's Jackson with the drive. Perkins down low, covered by Bogut. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate. You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low. If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Lee. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors trail by 3. Curry kicks to Thompson. Spates sets a screen. Thompson passes to Curry. Again, Curry missing. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
Barnes dishes to Curry. Barnes kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And the slam by Spates.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch him, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. Durant, it's good from the top of the
Kevin
key.
Durant.
Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Spates sets a screen. Curry passes to Spates. Pass to Thompson. From 11 feet away. And another basket for Golden State.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Inside, here's Collison. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Collison.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Curry with a wide open look. Again, Curry missing.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
From deep, Morrow. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Spates has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green with a screen for Barnes. Passes it to Spates. Dishes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Stops, pops, shots good.
Harrison
Barnes has got 5 points so far. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low, here's Durant, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
The Thunder were the second-best road team in the NBA last year. Normally, a jumper to this team might have trouble on the road, but
David Lee.
they are just that good.
Some
Sean
changes for Golden
Livingston.
State. David Lee's checked in for Spates, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. When you can shoot like this Thunder team can, you can play out your scheme and still find a way to win it.
Yeah, I mean, playing on the road or on the moon, it wouldn't faze them regardless. Their 25 road wins is a testament to just how unflappable this club is.
5 on the clock. Here's Barnes. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Barnes has got 7 points in the game. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Morrow. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to David Lee.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle of this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Barnes dishes to Thompson. Right wing. Lee against Durant. And the wide open shot from Green.
That's a three-pointer. Draymond.
Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love
Kevin Durant.
tug of war.
The assist.
Back and
Russell
forth is
Westbrook.
fair, but if you're a coach, there's one frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Thompson passes to Lee. And another basket for Golden State. Oklahoma City has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Left side Durant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first.
It's going to be on David Lee.
And saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very
At the
smart
line
foul
for
under the
Thunder,
circumstances. You
Kevin
can't
Durant.
allow him to just throw it down on you.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
The first one falls.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 33 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Anthony Morrow. He hits both from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Livingston kicks to Green. From downtown. Green missing again. Oklahoma City shooting impressively throughout at 62%. For three, Durant. That's good. Durant's got 37.
Kevin
You know,
Durant.
the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
They set the pick. Here's Livingston. Again, Golden State.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper, and that was the key to that play.
Outside Westbrook. Collison with the screen for Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots. That's good, and so Westbrook
Kevin
comes up with
Durant.
the assist. Durant's got 39.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here is Livingston. He's got 11. Barnes dishes to Lee. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Durant. And that one's good.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got 41.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Here's Thompson. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Thunder up 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. The Thunder leading by 5. So the Thunder 5 right now. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Jackson is out there with Jeremy
Serge
Lamb.
Ibaka.
And it's Perkins in at the center, locking down the middle.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Here's Iguodala. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possession, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
And there's the call on Durant. And here are the Warriors now. 7-point differential. Curry passes to Thompson. There's the dish to Lee. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Ibaka's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Lamb. Misses from short range.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Here's Bogut. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And at this stage of the game, that offensive rebound and putback is enormous. I mean, that feels like a 4-point swing.
Perkins with a screen on Curry. Over in the corner, Lamb. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Warriors trail by 5. And here is Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. He dishes it to Iguodala. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And that's now 19 points for Steph Curry. It's Jackson with the drive. rebound goes to the Warriors. And up the court come the Warriors on the break to tie it up. Thompson against Durant to the wing on the left. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. Out left to the wing. Here's Lamb. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And it's 9 points for Lamb.
Tell you what, they're going to have a hard time climbing back into the game if they're going to continue to play defense like that.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Thompson left side. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Goes back up. That's it, and the Oklahoma City Warriors get down to 3 on the bucket for Bogut.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down.
Kevin
A
Durant.
close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And with Bogut feeling 100%, you know, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. He's 100%. He's really forcing it. As soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
Now Westbrook. Left side Durant. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
There's the pass to Durant. Perkins with the screen on Iguodala. No good from Durant.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Jackson against Curry. And a wide-open look for Lee. Another basket for Golden State.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot guard.
Outside Durant. Uncovered. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Durant's got 46 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the center.
Lee against Ibaka. Lee kicks to Curry. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop him from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Here's Lee. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
And Westbrook, here we go. Goes back up. And a foul called for the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
2 shots.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
No good on that one. Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
And he sinks the second.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers in a back-and-forth Game 7.
Here's Curry. That's good. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
How about raising his game here in the fourth quarter? Missing just one of his 5 attempts so far.
Westbrook kicks to Perkins. Jackson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Lee against Durant. Here's Ibaka. That's good.
Serge
Nice
Ibaka.
assist from Durant.
The assist.
9 points
Kevin
for
Durant.
Serge Ibaka.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
6 on the shot clock. The shot by Thompson. No one's around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. The drive by Jackson. Nice D for Bogut.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Kicks it to Thompson. Off his leg.
That'll be
And the
a
official
ball.
saying it was kicked. Outside Curry. Now here's Iguodala. He kicks the lead. From 8. And all
David Lee.
that time before dropping in. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Ibaka, the pass to Durant. Lead pass
Kevin
was put
Durant.
in just the right spot. Durant's got 48.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Lee, a screen on Westbrook. Curry dishes to Lee. And so he
Under
earns a
foul.
trip to the line. Officials saw the
Kendrick Perkins.
contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot,
At
but
the line for
very
your
well-rounded
Warriors.
offensive game.
David
So
Lee.
mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher
At
around
the line
rim.
for 2.
He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. You know, the ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much. And David Lee is great playing off the ball in the pick and roll. He really is one of the very best at that particular skill. He can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations, and with his passion he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up. A real triple threat from the high post.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Lee with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Westbrook. Thompson misses. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Perkins inside. Bogut on him. No good from Perkins. The Warriors leading. Curry passes to Lee. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Jackson against Iguodala. Thompson dishes to Lee. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lee's got 10 points here in the second half. Thunder trailing by 4. And Westbrook, here we go. Durant for 3. And he gets it to go.
Showing no signs of letting up here.
Warriors shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Outside Curry. In low to Bogut. The feed to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline, Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Jackson kicks to Perkins. Pass to Westbrook to tie it up. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
What a big three-pointer. And if he's got his shooting stroke going, he could be the closer for them in this game.
Picked by Lee. Curry passes to Lee. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. The shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Jackson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Perkins with a screen on Curry. The wide open look for Durant. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Durant's got 54 points.
2 minutes remaining.
1:57 left in the fourth. And Thompson kicks to Curry. No luck. And the Thunder going the other way now. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
This is like a clinic. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Timeout call the Warriors. They're losing by 5. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. There's a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Here's Curry. Misses off the right iron.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Jackson against Curry. It's stolen by Bogut. Curry dishes to Thompson. Westbrook with the steal. Jackson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. The 11-footer. Jackson misses.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Lee kicks to Curry. Lee passes to Curry. Westbrook with the steal. Dishes to Durant. Ibaka with the screen on Iguodala. Here's Durant.
Warriors foul. Andrew Bogut. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Kevin Durant. 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock again.
Curry!
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Stephen Curry. That's his 1st personal foul, 3rd team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both of the lines. It's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they continue to do this kind of work at the foul line, the lead should be safe.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 6. 23 seconds left in the game. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Iguodala outside. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to
incredible. Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Reggie Jackson. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
Curry with it. From downtown. Cannot hit. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, as we've come to expect another exceptional game for you, how do you put together a night like this?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just taking the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.